sahneyi göstermiştim ama tekrardan izleyelim. Görevin ismi Altın Kelebek. O çok kötü vuruyor burada ya. Uf, vallahi sağlam vuruyor.
Galloway. Got it, Skipper. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner after all.
Bizim Rusty acaba kaç yaşında ya? Yaşlı bayağı.
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend him off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper face on, college boy. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Artık o kadar ün yaptık ki hani böyle gazeteleri falan çıkarmak istiyorlar. Ya tabii yani o kadar dava çözdük. Film seti başımıza yıkılıyordu az kalsın. Bir zahmet. Bak çıkış nerede? Şunu bir ezberleyemedim ha. Rusty sen kullan.
You drive. I need to go over the case notes.
Gelebilse kullanacak da. Ya ne yapalım adam bunak. İdare edeceğiz. Bir de alkolik.
Thanks, Rusty.
Don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
No assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps. You might get along after all.
Ne sandın? Şu öldüren adamı da bulalım ya. Kadına çok kötü vurdu. Allah bilir konu ne. Vallahi boşu boşuna öldürmüştür kesin.
Boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case. Fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry and of Elizabeth Short, for that matter?
So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to be that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life in the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Yine bir tane kadın cinayeti. Aynı kişi olabilir diye şüpheleniyorlar. Bu gazeteciler falan. Evet şu hemen ipuçlarına bakayım ondan sonra cesede bakarım.
Oh, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by R&I?
Back in a second.
Bu ne para?
The motive was robbery. Why not take their money?
Zaten soygun değildi amacı. Bildiğin öldürmek içindi. Ha yine bunu aldı. Tamam. Şu kadına en son bakarız. Başka var mı ipucu?
The stomping angle in the Henry case. Was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat could want was there in the story.
Bunun da ayağı küçük. Hadi şu cesede de bakalım sonra adli tıp uzmanıyla konuşuruz. Bir şey değil mi? Aynı şekil öldürülmüş ha. Ama bu taklit de olabilir yani. Belli olmaz. Boynu ne olmuş ya öyle?
Look at your mark. It's very distinctive. I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Aa, yine parmağındaki yüzük yok. Bu kesin taklit işi ya.
What's this mark? Cut on a finger. Fourth finger, left hand. A wedding or engagement ring. Violently removed.
Çok kötü olmuş ya.
Looks like she was tied up.
Aynen.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Ayak izi mi o? Başka bir şey var mı? Yok, yine aynı yeri gösteriyor. Tamam.
Detective, R&I says that Deidre
Similar MO.
For what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mal. Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation was the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home, not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Detective, R&I says that Deidre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
What'd I tell you? Let's grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. We could have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
Yok ya, o kadar basit değil de bence eşi yapmamıştır. Ama bir şey diyeyim mi? Hani önceki davanın aynısı yani, böyle aynı şekil öldürme falan. Ya aynı kişi ya da taklit eden biri var. Ya apaçık belli. İlk kuşlarına baktık, şuralara da bakalım ya. Bir şey çıkar mı? Alakasız. Oğlum nereye atlıyorsun? Atlasana şuradan. Ha? Bu ne?
This doesn't pertain to the case.
Burada bir şişe var, ona bakmayacağım.
Another day, another dollar.
Şöyle etrafa da bakıyorum, hani bazen her ipucu bulunmuyor oluyor görevlerde. Hani öyle hatırlıyorum, o yüzden bakacağım yani. Bir gözümüzden bir şey kaçmasın. Burada da bir şey yok. Şu diğer taraflara baktık mı? Şuraya falan. Bakmadık galiba. Burada bir şey var mı? Burada da yok. Neyse yok galiba bir şey ya. İnşallah öyledir. Bakayım şöyle yerleri. Bir daha. Yok. Şu polisle konuşabiliyoruz mu?
I was closest, sir. I got the call. Not much more I can tell you.
Tamam. Şimdi şu ipuçlarına bir bakalım. Ayak izleri, halat kalıbı, kayıp takı. Tamam. Mekanlar. He. Kadın öldürüldü. Ölen kadının evine gideceğiz. Tamam. İnsanlara bakalım diyor. Tamam, bu cinayet kurbanı. Hugo mu olur kim? Bu da eşi. Tamam. Şurada sezgi kullanacağım ben ya. İpucu var mı? Ama sezgi puanım yok. Neyse gidelim. Rusty koş. Burada bir şey var mı? Yok. Tamam. Valla inşallah gözümüzden bir şey kaçmamıştır ha. Rusty koş.
You know the way. You can drive.
And where exactly are we going?
Nereye mi gidiyoruz? Moller'in evine gidiyoruz. Ya sen süreceğim, ben değil. Sen sür.
You're behind the wheel.
Ha? Oğlum geçsene.
You can drive.
Ya sonunda ya.
Still might be some playing the boyfriend angle.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
It doesn't work out that.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels I imagined. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? Then don't tell me your eye don't bet.
This conversation is over.
Bir şey diyeyim mi? Bence bu kadar kolay bir görev değildir ya. Hani kocası öldürmemiştir. Bence başka bir şeyler var. Onda çıkacak kokusu ortaya. Valla görevler çok sarıyor ya böyle. Böyle kafa yoruyorsun falan, bayağı güzel bir oyun. Şu bir evini bir araştıralım ya. Ne var ne yok.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
We'll be home soon.
Ana ufak çocuk.
We're out looking for mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle?
Ha, çocuğun yanında içme ya. Dur sen bir konuşmadan önce bir evi araştırayım. Vardır illaki bir şey. Bardak. Buzdolabındaki yazılar okunmuyor mu? İnşallah okunmuyordur. Emin misin olmadığını? Bunda bir şey var mı? Yok galiba.
It would take a smarter man than me to connect that.
Benim sende bir şey var mı?
Doesn't look like anything.
Evde pek bir şey yok gibi. Hadi 8 numara çıksın. Aa 8 numara.
Size 8.
Ya bunun da ayağı küçük. Burada bir şey çıkar mı?
Elgin wristwatch. Probably the same one snatched from her body.
Tamam. O kayıp takıyı bulduk. İçi boş kutunun. Bu da büyük ihtimal yüzük.
No sign of a wedding ring.
Buradan bir şey çıkar mı? Buraya giremiyoruz. Şu mutfakta bir şey çıkmadı. Bir dakika seninle konuşacağım ama burada bir tane fotoğraf var. Ondan bir şey çıkar mı? Yok çıkmadı. Şunda bir şey yok değil mi yani? Bu uyarı vermedi. Ama İnşallah yoktur. Sezgi puanım olsa
Don't think this is any use to us.
neyse sorguya çekek şunu. Şuna bakamadık. Seninle bir konuşalım.
Is this about mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead.
Ya biraz alıştıra söyleseydik.
Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon, I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
Sen doğru mu söylüyorsun ya? Şüpheli de sen.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Ha şüpheliymiş. Kayıp saat ve
Some of
yüzükler.
your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
Ben buna yine şüpheli diyeceğim.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
It's a touchy subject with Daddy. He thought she wasted too much money on her appearance.
Aa yanlışmış ya. Neyse çok bir önemi yoktu zaten. Çocuk tanıtsan olacak.
Mom and Dad
Hatırlamıyorum diyordu.
happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Bir dakika. Ben ne sordum? Geri gel.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Şüpheli.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He got her a brooch pin to make up for it. And we always wore her golden butterfly.
Thanks, Miss Muller. You've been very brave.
Ha, babası mı?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
please, Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What? But she only...
You have some questions.
Adam yapmış gibi durmuyor ya. Bayağı şaşırdı ha.
Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Muller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
Yalan. 8 bulduk.
Why are you lying to me, Mr. Muller?
Why would I lie to you at a time like this?
That's funny. The work boots we found here are size 8s. Why lie about it if you've got nothing to hide?
Because I always get teased about the size of my
Ya bunun için yalan mı söylüyor ya?
You know, small feet, small...
Always been true in my experience.
Daha şu mazereti soralım.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Şunu bir daha soralım ya.
So you were here all night. You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
Şüpheli mi diyeceğim ben bunu?
You got any way of confirming this
Yanlış
story
oldu
of
büyük
yours?
ihtimal.
You come here making all these accusations.
Yani şu şiddet geçmişin sorusu.
And then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence against your wife.
That's not true, god damn it.
Yalan. Çocuk söyledi.
You're a violent man. You try to keep a lid on it at home, but sometimes you lost control. Your daughter and your wife were scared of you.
You don't know anything about me.
Vurduğunu söylemişti.
Looks like I was mistaken.
Lan şüpheli mi diyeceğim?
I think you set this up, Hugo. I think you kicked up a fuss about staying home for an alibi. Then you followed your wife and murdered her.
You're out of your mind coming in here making accusations like that. Come out into the yard and I'll make you take that back, mister.
Hayda bu da yanlış.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was out at dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Doğru söylemediği kesin de. Şunu desem. Yo, bu söylenmiyor. Şüpheli diyeyim o zaman.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the cuffs on him.
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room.
Bence de sen öldürmedin.
Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me come looking for you.
We should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi, check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. Three, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello, detective.
Aha, görgü tanığı.
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night.
Yuh.
I heard Mrs. Muller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Muller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into a cell.
Look, there he is now.
Kaçıyor mu?
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case.
Silah çıkmıyor mu? Uf. Bakalım ne var şu fırında. Ayakkabıyı yakıyor.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
Kanlı ayakkabı.
Explain the blood. Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't want home.
Lan çocuğa yazık.
Hey, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
Call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to you in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
Şu adres öğreneceğiz galiba. Şuradan bir soruşturalım.
Galloway, homicide
Phelps,
division.
1247.
564. Go ahead, detective unit. Did we get Ray Pinker and a technical services team to a
I need an
house
address on a
130
Belmont
North
High
Bonnie
School.
Bray Street?
Checking for you,
Send someone
detective.
down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young lady.
Belmont High. Roger, 11K. 1575 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Şu kızın okuduğu liseye gideceğiz. Ben mi sürüyorum? Tamam, ben süreyim.
Got it, KPL.
Şehir morguna döneceğiz. Aa, otopsi çıktı o zaman. Ama ilk şu liseye gideceğim ya. Ya da morga mı gitsem? Ya morga gidelim. Oradan belki bir bilgi alırsak sorguda falan lazım olur.
I'm surprised, you know. I didn't make the husband pick.
Always make the husband. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the victim who does the deed.
O kadar kolay olacağını sanmıyorum ya. Bence kocası değil.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it. Try this one on the side. Rusty's razor.
How's that go?
You blame the guy that's banging her.
Ah, of course. Famous Lex ignoramus.
Closes cases, Cole. Puts a lot of people away that one.
Calling all cars, citizen reports. Officer detail, shots fired. Officer down. 6th Street and Lindley Place. 6th Street.
Ha, keşke rastayı kullandırsaydık. Gelmiştik şimdi. Bir daha o hata yapmayacağım rastayı ona göre. Uf, uçtuk. Lan.
11K to KGPL. We'll take the 288. Go ahead with the further.
What? You fucking idiots!
I never squander anything.
Cleaning up yesterday and I found an empty bourbon bottle in the laundry hamper.
Lan ne uzun yolmuş ya.
Empty bottle under the icebox. 2 more empty bottles in the chandelier. That's where your money goes, isn't it?
It is not. I never bought an empty bottle in my life.
Şuradan direkt atlayamıyoruz mu aşağı? Atlarız bence. Kusura bakma Rusty. Yol uzun. Bak şimdi buradan kestirmeden hemen geldik. Vay be. Morga da iyi alıştık yani, sürekli bakıp duruyoruz. Doktor ne söyleyeceğim bize?
Rusty, thanks for coming. Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
Ha, hangisi olduğunu mu bulacağız? Bu değildir. Bu çok ince. Şu olabilir mi? O zaman en alttaki.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
Bu o zaman herhalde. Şunu da deneyelim. Bu değil. Aynen o. En alttaki galiba.
Sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
Was Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, Mal. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Buradan bir telefon konuşması yapalım.
Operator, message for KGPL.
Putting you through now.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
Are there any messages for me?
Yes, Detective. A green 1946 coupe, registered to Mrs. Hugo Muller, has been found in the parking lot adjoining the
Hayda.
school in Plain.
Aynen zaten o otopark gibi bir yerde öldürülmüştü.
Down there immediately to take the school janitor's statement.
Thank you.
Aynen okulun şey böyle otoparkı olur ya, o tarz bir yerde oldu sanki cinayet. Yani o sinematikte öyle duruyordu. Rast'ı sen kullanıyorsun ha. Şu mekanı seçeyim de.
Can you drive to this one?
Fine. Where are we headed?
Liseye gidiyoruz. Hademeyi sorgulayacağız.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, man. The coroner's.
How so?
know, you don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the Pulse.
Been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint, you can just about make out the thing.
Only start another argument.
Rasti güzel dedi sonunda. Gözlerini ne kadar kısarsan kıs baskıyı fark edersin dedi. Cidden öyle ama. Lisede liseymiş yani. Aynen bak şu tarz bir yerde olmuştu galiba öldürme olayı.
This is the car?
Yes, sir, Detective.
Have you looked it over?
Superficially. I was told to wait for you guys.
Thanks. We'll take it from here. What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. We're keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
And this was the same man?
I don't know, sir. I mean, I'd like to say yes, but truth is, it was pretty dark.
All right. Tell me about this man you've been having trouble with.
He hangs near the playground, tries to befriend the children. He was around here last night before the dance.
Is he violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes. He's a son of a bitch now. Hey, you!
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Adam yavaş koşuyor zaten, hemen alırız. Abi silah çıkmıyor mu ya? Hemen durdururduk. İlla yakalayacağız ha. Yaklaştım. Tamam, bunu da paketledik.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Son.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you old motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like 'em a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Bu adam da
Why would
avladı.
I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
Rest, Eli. You are in very deep trouble.
O altın kelebeği bulduk.
Why bother with the paperwork, Eli? I'm gonna take out my gun, and I'm gonna count to 5. Let's see how fast you can run now.
Hang on a goddamn minute. I found that thing in the parking lot.
Get some backup out here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
I'll tell them we got a kitty raper coming in. They can roll out the red carpet.
Şu an kaç tane şüpheli oldu? 2 galiba, aynen. Şu arabayı incelemedik. Aha. Kanlı alat.
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
Bir şey diyeceğim, bu Hademe'nin üstündeki kıyafete benziyor. Şu da cinayet silahı. Ya da bunun gibi bir şeyle vurmuştur sinematikte. Arabanın içine bakayım. Bakılır mı? Tamam, bu kadar galiba. Şuralara bakalım. Başka bir şey yok galiba.
Phelps, badge 1247.
How could I help, Detective?
I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Mahler homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks.
Yani o ikisini sorgulayacağız.
Broad has socks in it.
I say we
Rusty, sen
make
sür.
Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did?
You can drive. And we let Mueller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass for now.
Acaba suçlu kim ya? O hademe olabilir mi? O üstündeki kıyafetlere benziyordu. Gerçi onu da tutuklamadık ama. Acaba hangisi çıkacak suçlu? Şu an kesin bir kanıt yok.
Better not go soft on me here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do it. Are they ready?
Moeller's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Şu 2 numaraya gidelim. İlk.
Captain.
Ya da 1'e gidelim.
We were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, Phelps, I know. This particular theme is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in a wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be dealing personally with him.
Bizim yüzbaşı da psikopat.
You look like you've had it rough.
See me asking for your sympathy, boy?
İş yeri.
Down on your luck, Eli.
I had worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I had me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
Şüpheli.
This place you worked have a name?
Hennessy Marine. You can't miss the place. Big yellow letters, HM out front.
They give you any workwear, Eli?
Sure. Green coverall.
Bagajda gördüğümüz.
Hot felt like I was back in the pen wearing it.
Örgülü halat.
Tie up any of your victims, Eli.
It's not a nice thing to go calling that.
What would you call them?
I can't say. I learned a long time ago not to go talking about the things I like. Talking about it just seems to get people's dander up.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean? Short answer is yes.
You have any preference regarding rope, Eli?
I know a good rope from a bad rope, if that's what you mean. That's not what you mean, is it? Any old rope will do me fine.
Adam tam psikopat ya, doğru söylüyor.
Farm boy like you, Eli, must prefer McGay for roping. Am I right?
I prefer braid. Tie hitching braid. It stays tight.
Şuna bir soru soralım.
And stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. Ain't done nothing like that.
Bir daha soracağım.
You killed Mrs. Mueller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. Ain't done nothing like that.
Yalan.
You're a liar, Eli. You needed the money, so you killed her.
I've been around some, son. You got some evidence that proves I stole that butterfly from that woman?
Aynen, nasıl kanıtlayacağız?
Sorry?
Zaten şüpheli diyeceğiz galiba.
You have no job.
Aynen, şüpheliymiş.
And you need money. You've been in trouble before, Eli. Who do you think a jury will believe?
I've been in trouble for other things, but I ain't never killed no one. I saw that car coming to the parking lot late last night. Man got changed there and put his coveralls in the trunk. I saw him drop the butterfly in the lamplight and he strolled out, cool as you like. And I went over and I picked it up.
Yok ya, bunu tutuklamayacağım ben. Yapmadım diyor adam. Manyağın teki ama bu yapmamıştır bence.
Eli Rooney, I'm charging you with the first
Hayır lan, tutuklamayacaktım.
You want to put me back in the stir that badly, boy? You go ahead and try. I'll beat that rap.
Hayır, yanlışına bastım ya. Yanlışına bastım. Vallahi yanlışına bastım ya.
Phelps, Galloway, congratulations are at hand. Drink, boys? I think you'll receive a commendation for this.
Doğru muymuş?
In the meantime, I'll speak to the DA about expediting the passage of the case. We need swift and merciless justice for poor Deirdre.
Yanlışlıkla doğru bildik yani. Valla iyi bari. Ben başka şüpheliler de çıkar sanıyordum ama demek ki o adammış ya. Valla iyi rol yapıyor. Şöyle devam edelim. Belki bir sinematik falan girer. Geçmiş zamana gittik.
We captured 2 regular army. Lieutenant! Bell, we've been over this. That sniper barely missed you back on the beach. And tell the mission is over, there'll be no more saluting or signs of rank. I'm in charge here, Medier! Do you wish to interrogate the prisoners?
No, they're beat. Why they look so sullen? You're wondering why we haven't killed them yet. There's no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Get this, Golden Boy actually seems to know what he's doing.
No kai so to, namayo, nana tekutsu.
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we're fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Bayağı hararetli bir savaş varmış. Onu öğrenmiş olduk. O yeni dava.
Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall and left lying naked in an alleyway.
Yine mi?
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia fiends first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hopeless.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys! The DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness, and the lack of an alibi.
100 harbiden psikopat ya.
Get out there and catch me another cell.
Arkadaşlar burada videoyu bitiriyorum. Sonraki videolarda görüşmek üzere. Seriye devam edeceğiz.